Bonjour, mon amis.
Hola, mi amigos. Welcome to this new episode of VTV.
You're watching us right now during third period, which has traditionally been snack period. And if you're hungry, that's just too bad, because there's no way for you to get a snack right now.
That's because new changes have been made and we are no longer able to get snacks from the vending machines or from cafeteria during the day.
Here's my partner Kayla with that story.
This year at Triton, they have blocked off all of the vending machines and took away our privilege to go to the cafeteria third period and get a snack. I went around asking people how they felt about this.
I feel like it's really hard for students to get used to the vending machines being taken away because we had finally gotten used to having them here for how many ever years they were, because there's always been one up by the gym and one out here. So I feel like it's difficult for students to get used to, and most think it's really unfair.
The vending machines, they weren't supposed to be here in the first place. So I think it was like 3 or 4 years ago the state changed the dietary standards for schools. So they're only allowed to have certain types of foods, and we're actually behind the times on getting rid of vending machines. So it's just, and there are vending machines in the cafeteria, and they have healthy choices in them. So you can still get snacks, just not the unhealthy snacks.
I think they took away the vending machines because the school doesn't think the snacks in it are really healthy, and because the cafeteria wants to be able to sell the snacks to kids.
There's actually a list that you can get online of all the things that you can and can't eat in these schools.
I believe that taking the vending machines away for the year has affected not only the students but the cafeteria. The cafeteria had to shut down third period snacks because the lines were getting too long because the vending machines weren't open. And now everybody has to get their snacks in the morning. Having
to get them at breakfast in the morning is really difficult because most people don't know if they're even going to be hungry or what they are going to want during third period. Because so many kids would just go to get a snack first and not go straight to class, so they would be late to their third period class.
Students were late for class. And so teachers asked that they not be able to go into the caf during that particular period of time. You just have to plan better. You just make sure that you have your snacks with you.
There you have it. That's how students feel on the changes and the reasons behind them.
The weather outside isn't quite frightful yet, but it is starting to feel like fall, finally.
If you're like me, fall is one of your favorite times of the year. I love the leaves changing color and the smell of the crisp air.
Me too, but it also means that winter isn't far off. Sam Bell created this next montage as a tribute to the fall season.
This is the kind of like the last day of the boat season. So we're trying to use up some of the gas in the boat, and then so we're going for our last ride, enjoying the foliage of the lake.
Yeah. Here we are at the farm, the orchard. We're at an orchard. Alright, now we're gonna scale this one up. Alright. So get Honey Crisps, but they're all on the ground and there's none on the trees. JB's coming!
How do you feel about that, Sam?
What? Feel about JB!
You have to include that.
Okay, fine.
As the weather starts to change, storms are more likely, as we all experienced last week when a powerful weather system blew through our towns and left us without power to charge our phones, watch Netflix, and cook our pizza rolls.
Truly annoying. I was without power at my house for 2 days, and some of my friends didn't get theirs back until 4 days later. I don't know why it takes the power company so long to fix the lines.
Cameron Jolivet is related to a power line worker and asked him that very question. Watch this.
My name is Robert Jolivet. My nickname is Mickey. That's what everybody called me while I was working. My occupation when I was a lineman for New England Telephone, especially in the fall, hurricane season. We always had power outages, ice storms, real bad snowstorms would always knock the power out. And we would become not directly involved with it, but indirectly because of our work together with the power company. A lot of night call outs, up in the air all the time. When I first started with the company, we had no aerial lift equipment, so every day we climbed poles with climbers on our legs. In winter times were bad. It was cold. You know, there was a lot of days you really didn't want to be out there, but all the summertime, you know, in the area I worked in, I was working at the beach most of the time, so it was always beautiful. I mean, rainy days were not good, but it went with the job. A lot of times we'd get called out in the middle of the night for people hitting poles, whether it be drunk drivers or whatever, or a storm came in and the poles came down. So we were called out. I mean, I was out a lot of times at night. When I got out of the service, my wife worked for the telephone company and she knew some people and they got me employment with the company. And the only job that was open at the time was a lineman's job. It was what was available at the time. The biggest part of restoration from a storm is the assessment part. People have to physically go out and see what is actually down. You have to test everything, make sure nothing is alive that's on the ground that could kill people, because the voltages are so great now. The regular house current will hurt you, it will kill you. It's 240 volts. But most of the voltages up on top now are like 13,000 volts, which would just, it would disintegrate you. In 1998, they had a really bad ice storm in the state of Maine. We went from local up to Maine to assist in their restoration. While we were there, we had another ice storm in the middle of our restoration, and trees came down, and I got pinned to the ground. And I was pinned for like 7 hours till somebody could get me out from underneath the tree. I didn't suffer any major injuries, black and blues, bruises, a couple of bad ribs, but other than that, no really bad trauma. So, as you get to progress up in your career, you kind of sort of your own boss. The biggest thing is, I would tell anybody that was going to go into it, first thing is you keep your eyes open and you be aware of always of what your surroundings are. Because you're always, even though you're only on the phone company lines, you're always around power, and bad things can happen when you go into the power field.
Allie, have you ever been to a concert?
Yeah, lots. They're one of my favorite things to do.
John Riley went to a Halsey concert recently, and I'm wicked jealous, and he vlogged about the experience.
Okay, so you guys, I'm literally like in 15 minutes, I'm about to go to a Halsey concert and I cannot contain myself at all. I could not stop smiling all through math. And it was really awkward because people kept on giving me looks like, why are you smiling? Are you smiling at me? And I'm like, no, I don't care about you. I care about Halsey. All right, I am leaving school right now. I'm going to a concert and I am so excited. There's my dad, I'm running. I'm running to my dad's car. Okay. And we're off. I am all ready to go. I am waiting for my dad to open the garage. Yeah, I'm waiting for him to open the, oh. We are on our way to a Halsey concert. We don't know the set list yet, but no. What are you most excited for her to perform?
Heaven in Hiding.
Speak louder.
Heaven in Hiding.
Yell it like she yells in that song.
Or Gasoline.
Ooh. We have arrived. We are going inside right now. We're waiting for our tickets. No! Emily? We got way better seats than what we originally thought.
Probably keep my pretty mouth shut, straight for the castle.
That was the best concert I have ever seen in my entire life, Emily. It was amazing. I have pocketfuls of confetti. They were fine. We kept on having to stand up though because everyone kept on leaving and coming back, but it was fine.
Next week is Spirit Week here at Triton, so support your class and make sure you participate in all of the dress-up days.
This is going to be the year we take down the seniors.
Thanks for watching our show. Je m'appelle Ali.
And me llamo Kayla. Adios.
Au revoir.
Kayla, this way a little bit. That's good, right there.
Is this a realsies or?
This is a realsies, yep.
We should have sat on a table and done this. Oh, you spelled my name wrong!
I did?
Yeah!
Well, get over it.
John Riley went to a Halsey. He went to Halsey?
I know, I was so upset. I know.
What?
I know. Basket, you left. Well, that wasn't a real piece, that was a short piece.
All right, do a testes. A test, I meant.
And you blogged about the experience.
Okay, Ellie, it's not your line.
Okay, well, do it right then.
How do you dab in French?
Dab
Dab
French.
How do you dab in Spanish?
Adios.
You ready?
My cheeks are in pain. Do it.
We did it!
We did it!